Oh, there's a bite. Got him. What is happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode. First one of the day. Oh yeah, the old NEKO versus NED Rig challenge. Took me a few casts, but that's it. That's exactly where you want to see it. That is absolute perfect hook set on that NEKO rig. And does not get any better than that. All right, fishing family, hope you are doing amazingly awesome. I know I am because I'm out fishing today. Let's let this little fella go. Number one off. There he goes. Shows that they are chomping on the old NEKO rig. Slowing down, it's cold out. Water's only about 47 degrees, 48 degrees. But there it is, just the regular old NEKO rig. Got this on a grande bass airtail worm. Oh, these things are so awesome. They stand up completely straight in the water. Got a little 3/16 ounce lead weight in there. And just tossing on a little Finesse bait caster combo that I've been using. You saw this one the other day. So let's see, that was about 4 casts after I got here. This guy was still up in the shallows. Looks like there's a bunch of wood and rock over here, so I wanted to start here and see if we could find anything. That's on the old NEKO rig. So one for the NEKO. Yes, we're doing the NEKO versus NED Rig challenge. NEKO rig is great when you've still got some kind of vegetation like this, a soft bottom, that hook stays up off the bottom. That NED rig, that little jig head, you can kind of get stuck down in this vegetation and gross stuff, so it's not always as good here. But once we get to some of these spots that have a little bit harder bottom, usually the NED rig will do some work, especially on little rocky points. Oh yeah. What's gonna be the champ today? Is there gonna be one that catches more than the other? I don't know, we gotta see. NEKO rig versus the NED rig. And with this NEKO rig, you wanna fish it on a semi-slack line. I know a lot of people are like, well, what the heck does that even mean? But a slack line just means I'm not keeping it tight and pulled. I've just got a slight little bow in my line. As you can see it going out there. Oftentimes you'll see your line go pop, pop, pop. You know you have a bite, especially now when it's getting colder. Those bites aren't as hard and aggressive. Watch your line. Let's see, looks like something was moving going this way, roaming around. Well, that was a stick I was stuck on. Lost my bait and everything. Got my hook still. Done lost my worm over there. At least I didn't lose my hook. See, now the bad thing about this is the bottom is very vegetation-y still. Vegetation-y is the technical term, in case you're wondering. See if there's anything over here. Just throwing a little black and blue TRD. Nothing fancy or crazy. There's a fish. All right, first one on the NED rig. First one on the NED rig. Oh, he's not big, but he is fish number 2. Got some salad in there too, buddy. All right, there he is. Boy, he was barely hooked, just barely skin hooked. Number 2 on the day, and he's a complete absolute monster. Little tiny fish, but little tiny fish are better than nothing, right? So that's number 2 on the day. First one on the NED rig though. Take a couple more casts with this and we'll switch back to the old NEKO. This was my Finesse choice. Usually when it gets colder, downsizing like this, dragging it real nice and slow. Very, very good presentation now in the fall. It will get bit too. Got him. Felt him nibbling at it. Oh man, it's another beast. Oh, well, see, that's the only bad thing about downsizing is, well, you catch a lot of little fellows like that. All right, so number two on the NED rig, throwing that baby out there, not doing anything with it, and that's 2 in what, 4 casts. And this is just a little public pond, gets a lot of pressure. I know there's a lot of people here. If you're in a real pressured spot, you need to downsize, go a little bit more finesse. The NED rig will catch fish. As long as you have a solid bottom and not around a bunch of wood, NED rig will get munched. All right, let's make a move. Nothing but a couple dinks over here. All right, got that baby on. Let's see, I went with the ballistic bluegill color here. Had good luck on these airtails in green pumpkin. Looks cool coming through the water. Gives it just a little bit of flash there. Good slow fall on it. It's not rocketing down, doing anything real crazy. Nicola. Watching the line. Got my finger on my line here. Huh, all right, well, no bites on this yet here. Oh, is that a fish? Is it a fish? No, little rock I came over. I'll take y'all with me as I move this time. Pack up the caravan. I'm gonna do maybe one more cast down here, and then I'm gonna switch back to the old NED rig. I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, it's super shallow over here. Throw it out past this one little stick and rock and such over here. I think we need to keep moving. I'm gonna switch off to the old NED Rig again. Grab my rods and reels. All right, made a slight move. Oh, there's a bite. There's a fish. All right, the old NED Rig. The old NED Rig doing some work for us. Look at him. He's a lively little booger. Come on. Get all fired up, little fella. There it is. He ate it. He wanted it. They're looking for something to eat in here. Look at that. Think they wanted the NED Rig? Well, you know what they say. When the bite gets slow, to the Ned we go. NED Rig seems to be winning this battle. That's not always the case. I've had days where the NEKO Rig just destroys, but today I don't know if it's because we've got smaller fish that are really just wanting to chomp on this. All right, next one of the day on the NED Rig. Off he goes. Why don't you come by the old NED Rig? There we go. All right, out a little bit deeper. Out a little bit deeper. Felt him thump it. Man, nothing big. It has been a true, in fashion, Debo Dinkfest. There's another one. Absolute horse. Look at that hook set. That's exactly how you want the hook to be. Not torn. Right through there. Good strong hold. You can see, look. All right, I think that's 4. 4 on the NED Rig today. Well, wow. The NED Rig is winning, but I think as you can see why. I mean, these fish are just small. I'm not sure where we're at. NED Rig is definitely winning. Let's throw one more cast out here. Let's see if there's anything wants the old ballistic bluegill NEKO Rig. All right, here we go. Let's find something a little bit bigger over here. Bunch of mud over here. You know what? Let's just try throwing a cast from here with the NED Rig just to see. Pretty much same spot I just threw the old NEKO. See if anything bites it. That'll tell us what we need to know, I think. Is that a fish? Got him. Oh, felt like a little bit better fish. Pull a little bit of drag when I set the hook. Got him. Got him that time. All right, same as all the others. There we go. Another one on the day. They've all been this same size. Just a bunch of little guys. NED Rig has clearly been... Whoa. Oh, I about slid in there on that mud. That would have been funny. Debo going over on his butt into the mud. No, thank you. Casted over here a couple times with the NEKO Rig, not even so much as a bite. We get a fish over here. It's Dunzo. Dunzo, case closed. In the mystery of the missing dinks, the NED Rig will find him. Got him. There it is. The case of the mystery missing dinks, the NED Rig has been the one to find them all. Look at that. That is a cold fish, 40-degree water. The NED Rig, nice and subtle, no crazy action on it. Of course, when it gets cold like this, you want to downgrade any sort of action, emotion that you have. All right, next one of the day on the NED Rig. NED Rig's the deal. NED Rig is getting all the bites out here. I said it was going to be case closed. I threw the NEKO Rig over there multiple times. Never had any sort of bites on it. There's another one. Oh man, well, NED Rig it is for the day, I guess. Look at this guy. He is all sorts of squirrely. He's a fighter. I think it's pretty apparent that the NED Rig has won today. He's got a little bit of a gill chopped up there, but he's still doing all right. Another one on the NED Rig. The NED Rig is killing it, killing the game today. Fix the old NED Rig here, and you can see all it is. I mean, there's nothing special to it. That's, I don't know, all these fish on that, and it's only just now barely started to tear a little bit. That one finally did rip a hole through it. I am going to fix that. Strain it up a little bit, but there's nothing to them. I mean, the NED TRD from Z-Man is literally just a little piece of nothing. It's just a little piece of floating plastic on the bottom. When you use those mushroom style heads, it sits up like this and just kind of waves with the water. That's the key to the old NED Rig, is it does nothing. I mean, it's just a little tasty morsel. There's something else popping it. That's a bass. Wow, a bunch of them over here on this little point by the trees. Bunch of little fellas. Look at him. Whoa, he's a jumper. He's a fighter. Yeah. He's got the mentality of a big fish. He is not a big fish though. This is micro fishing with Debo. That's back-to-back casts. There we go. Back-to-back casts, landing nothing but brutes. Typical Debo fashion. Man, today is the epitome of a Debo Dinkfest. Another one Another one on the old Ned Rig, and that's it. That's all it is, folks. Just a little itsy bitsy tiny little Ned Rig, but it catches a ton of fish. I know none of these are big. Maybe I can salvage this video by saying really handsome angler does a lot of micro fishing. Hopefully I can attract that micro fishing community. Oh man, micro fishing, Debos the king of that. Yeah, I don't even use micro lures. I just use regular bass lures and catch microfish. Searching for all the little fish. Oh, did you see that? Oh, he just come up and hammered it. That might be the best one of the day. I was reeling it in. Oh, and I knew I was gonna do that. Why did I do that? Oh, what a dummy. I knew as soon as I went to lift it up, it looked like he had it just in the corner of his mouth. He smacked it while I was swimming it, just slowly rolling it like this. And he come up and, let's see if I drag it through. Oh. Got him. Well, that one's not as big. Not as big as the one I just had hooked, but that was just me swimming it again up here. All right, so he wanted it moving just a little quicker. Good golly, Debo, you are a micro fishing beast. Look at that. But it is another one on the day. On the Ned Rig, I tell you, this little thing, and you can see how many fish I went through with this. And it's only got one little tiny rip here. Started there and ripped all the way back, but that's still one bait. That Elastec is some awesome stuff. Be sure you do not ever mix it with any other soft plastics, any plastisol type plastics, because you will have an ooey gooey mess. Elastec does not play well with other plastics. Let's go this way. Let that sink, see if anything hits it on the initial descent. If no, reel slow. There it is. Started reeling slow. Oh man, Debo. You are a micro fishing fiend. This is fun though. I mean, it really is. It's fun. These fish aren't huge, but you know, if you got kids or you just want to come out and catch fish, you don't care if they're big or not. Gosh, these are all just the exact same size. I don't know, maybe if they recently stocked this, or it was all a bunch of little fry the last few years and they're finally growing. Another one on the Ned Rig. Nothing big, nothing big. I did have that 1.5 pounder that I lost like a dummy. Okay, I need you all to help me out. I don't know what I'm gonna end up naming this, but like I said, maybe I could name it microfishing to save it, or I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, what would you all have named this video? Maybe, just maybe. I'm gonna go with the, oh, there it is. Oh, slack line, tried to set the hook. I did not drive that in there. Even though it is a light wire hook, you gotta pay attention, and I was not. Too busy talking to all my favorite fishing family out there instead of fishing. He came back for it. Yes. See? I can talk to you all and fish at the same time. There we go. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at that. That's exactly how you want the hook set on these to be. Just pop right out of there. There we go. Oh well. Another one on the Ned Rig. Man, just a bunch of little fellas, but how many have we caught? But for some people, they only have little ponds like this that might not have monstrous bass, so maybe they can learn a thing or two about micro bass fishing. There we go. He smacked it right as I popped it. Oh, there we go. Little better, little better. Hey, there we go. We finally got another one close to a pound. I would say he's a pounder. That one I was just slowly reeling it, stopped it, gave it a little twitch. He smacked it. I cannot believe my camera didn't die. He is ready. Can you tell he's ready? A little tip for any of you that are rigging the Ned Rig and having trouble getting it to sit up here flat. Okay, now I ripped through. I don't know how many fishes, but now it's finally showing signs of wearing out. But as you're putting these on, don't try to really force pushing it up. You want to take the belly of it, pinch it, and pull it toward that little keeper. Looks like there's stuff moving over here to my left. Slow reel it. Stop. Let it sit. Twitch, twitch. Oh, something grab it. Got him on the twitch. There it was. That's how you fish the Ned Rig in this cold water like this. Everything's slow. Real subtle, little barely twitching it. He grabbed it right after I slowly twitched it. Oh, he's barely hooked. Oh, all right, got him. There it is, another Brutus on the day on this micro fishing extravaganza. I hope you all love it. I'm still having fun out here. Hope you all are having fun. Catching these little fellas, but it's still fun. All right, I can't believe, I don't know how many that is for the day. Can't believe the camera still hasn't died. Let's go this way. Looked like there was something over here. getting frisky with the moss and such. Maybe it's a big old 5-pounder. Chasing these little guys. There's actually a big fish chasing these little bass that I'm catching, a brute. There he is. Oh, I knew it. There was something over here. I saw something moving. Dang, another one. That's back-to-back casts again. Well, this is not the one that was chasing the little ones. This is actually one of the little ones. He was jumping on my line to save him. Oh, was a big one chasing you? All right, we got you. We got you saved. Go the other way. Toad. I still don't know. I have no bars left on my battery. I don't know how we're still... All right, there's another one. That's all they've been all day. Still fun, darn it.
Got it on there.
I know. He ate it. Bunch of little ones today.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing big, but they're still fun, darn it. Thank you. Take care. All right, fishing friends, I'm heading out for the day. Unfortunately, no biggins, but it was still a bunch of fun. But let me know if you all like those sort of videos. I go out and do some finesse fishing. I do want to catch bigger stuff for you, but the Ned Rig is a fun way to catch a bunch of fish. You know, if you're new to fishing, trying to take somebody younger out with you, somebody that's inexperienced, throw on the Ned Rig and they will get catches. And that's what it's all about. Catching fish when you go out, that's what's going to hook people. No pun intended. That was a catchy phrase. Also, no pun intended. I'm sorry, it's getting too corny. I'm getting out of here, fishing friends. Have an awesome night. Y'all are great. Oh yeah, until next time.